Good morning, and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show airs each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, and 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Today, guys, we're talking about guidance. I almost forgot today's topic: guidance. How communing with the spirit, as we say, or communing with the inner self, or the energetic inside yourself. You can choose your own nomenclature here, can enhance your level of guidance, direction, kind of internal direction. And when that is coupled with, of course, doing your own due diligence and seeking out knowledge, sources, and resources around you, that combination is unbeatable. So thanks for being here. If you are new, you can go to productivethroughjoy.com to see about us. We speak to groups, schools, and organizations. Let me clear my throat. About being productive through joy. A series of great, again, workshops, webinars, extraordinary. So reach out, holler at us, and we'll holler back. I should also say a few words about myself. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher, author of the New York Times bestseller Raising Fences, author of the acclaimed historical novel Americas, author of the Pulitzer Prize nominated Animating Black and Brown Liberation, A Theory of American Literatures. I'm the board president of a great nonprofit here in LA's Crenshaw District known as the World Stage. My educational background is UC Berkeley as an undergrad, my master's from UCLA, and my PhD in English literature from the University of California at Riverside. Guys, I'm an expert at being productive, all right? I don't say that to brag or boast. I say it because people are almost always surprised to hear about that level of productivity, given how crazy my own personal narrative is. I'm the product of a young girl who was sexually assaulted at age 16, gave birth to me at age 17, and then subsequently gave me up for adoption to an amazing single divorcee. So listen, through that crazy, difficult situation, I was given to this amazing woman, and who was amazing, yet at the time, no biological father, no adopted father. Listen, difficult times for the young MD, yet as cool. Moby famously said, "How you like me now?" And if I can be this productive with that kind of background, I know that other people in their own ways, in their own lanes, can be productive. And that really inspires this show because we know it's not where you're from, it's where you're about to go. So thanks for joining us here, guys. So we're talking about guidance today. It's been such a difficult time for so many of us during this COVID-19 challenge. And, it's brought out both our best angels and things that are not angelic at all. And so through this, a lot of us need guidance. The leadership in the country is, from the White House, certainly has been dangerous. I mean, we have to accept that the person leading the country is not for us, not for our health. I mean, it's pretty frightening. And the folks in that party are not going to stop him. So, we don't really know how that's going to end up, just because it's so crazy. But so I think that it's important to think about how you want to kind of get through day to day, week to week, and kind of plan for the future. And so, certainly watching the news, being informed, but not too much because it can drive you crazy. Um, Having multiple news sources, um, but also as a way to accrue information that you can use to your benefit for you, your family, and your community, but also to accrue what I would call a natural guidance through meditation. So that's point one. You want to think about seeking guidance from inside yourself, because as we've said on the show many times, if the spirit, if God, if the whatever you call that thing, that primordial energy that is everywhere and has always been, that means everywhere also includes inside you, and you can probably best access that energetic, that God thing inside yourself through meditation. And there's, of course, various ways to meditate. That's just point one. I encourage people to really look into that. We can't get into that in the 10-minute show, but completely, but know that's an option. Point two is then, once you begin to get into the habit, the ritual of communing with yourself, communing with the internal spirit, and two, being able to discern the guidance, the perspective, the wisdom that is in all of us, right? Which goes right into point three, because it's best seen through kind of pop culture examples. Many of us have that sixth sense, or you get a funny feeling about someone or some situation. You just like, today I'm not going to walk down this street today. I'm not tonight. although you walk down that street every single night, you know. And typically, I know in my experience, when I follow that sixth sense, that small, still voice, things work out generally. When I don't follow that small, still voice, that internal direction, things don't work out generally as well as they could. I know that I'm not alone in that experience. So, we call that the sixth sense in kind of pop culture, but that is a real thing. I'm arguing that it is the way that the primordial thing, the original energy, the main, the first, they call it the folks, the initial source, the primary source, the original source. That's how that thing communicates with us. I know it sounds a little like mystical, but that's just my experience. That's a real thing, right? And I know some of us have had that experience many times, so you know what I'm talking about. We call it intuition, and those are just words for what I'm talking about in pop culture. As you begin to train yourself to listen to that, be guided by that, and in your business, in your personal life, and as many aspects of life as possible, in my experience, you're going to have an uptick in productivity, which is point three, as you listen to the internal guidance, to your intuition. I'm not saying, and that coupled with doing your due diligence, of course, it's obvious. But a lot of times, we need that extra insight to really have that success in various aspects of our lives. So I am arguing for the use and abundant use of the sixth sense or intuition, because that's how we're going to, and you do that through various ways, but one of the most effective ways is through meditation. I encourage you to dive deep into that process. So boom goes the dynamite. That's all we have for today's show. We'll see you when? Oh, this afternoon at 4:45 p.m. Thanks for being here, guys. Be safe. Don't cough on nobody and don't get coughed on. Deuces.